Hello and good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining the session on credit-bearing courses. Um, uh, in this session, you'll listen to Reginald Onyido and Mitul Seth from Juniata College, which is one of the best liberal arts colleges in the US, as they share about credit-bearing courses and how credit-bearing courses add value to your profile and help you as you go to the college. Credit bearing courses, of course, help demonstrate college readiness, and it helps ease your transition into the college learning environment. Joining us for this session, we have Mr. Reginald Onyido. We call him Reggie. And also joining us, we have Mitul Seth from Juniata College. Reggie graduated from Ohio Northern University. Reginald is the Senior Associate Dean of Admissions at Juniata College. He graduated from Ohio Northern University in 2010 with his Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration. During his time there, he served as the president of 3 student organizations and was heavily involved with alumni relations and multicultural affairs. Prior to joining Juniata, he worked at Ohio Northern University and Ohio Wesleyan University. He has a strong passion for liberal arts education, educating and supporting the whole student. It's a pleasure to have you here, Reggie. And
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be joining to talk a little bit about Juniata College, but also credit-bearing courses and the value that it enhances as students are applying to colleges. And so as I talk a little bit about, credit-bearing course, I thought it was great to kind of talk a little bit about, why students decide to study in the United States. And so there's a number of reasons why a student from abroad might, make a decision to study in the United States. There are a number of research institutions that allow students to get a really good base knowledge and understanding prior to entering the job market. Juniata College is a liberal arts college, top 100, based, on U.S. News and World Report. So a number of, liberal arts institutions for students to pursue. U.S. degrees are recognized around the globe, and it also allows for students to create a really strong professional network while they're in college, that it helps to excel and advance their professional careers, once they're in the job market. For us here at Juniata College, we offer a whole host of credit-bearing courses that allow for a student to get a taste of what college might be like once they're enrolled as a student in those programs. And they allow students to understand where their strengths are, allow them to get a taste and prepare for the rigors of college. College and high school are very different. The academic component, the rigor, the level of independence that's required of students in order to pursue and do well academically. It helps when you're applying to US colleges to have some diversification that leads to success. So every student who is applying to colleges, whether it be in your home country or in the United States, we're going to require a high school transcript. And we're going to see the courses a student took while they were in high school. And those are going to be common to the high school, the region internationally for students where they hail from. But what is great about the accelerated courses or the courses that offer degree or credit is it shows to the US institution your commitment and your dedication and excellence in academics. When a student brings in, whether it be an advanced placement course or an international baccalaureate course, those really enhance the ability for the admissions officers at the institutions to see and understand and get to know the academic caliber of those students. For us here at Juniata College, we offer a few unique courses that are accelerated, that allow for students to take a 4 to 6 or maybe 8 week course that is run and taught by Juniata College faculty. We're excited to offer a program this fall for students who have an interest in business, and then we'll be looking to pilot a program in the spring semester that allows students who English may not be their first language, or they're looking to engage with students from around the globe, domestic students perhaps as well, to learn about culture and language and what it's like to study in an academic program here at Juniata College specifically, but moreover, what it's like for students to be involved in a US college while they're here studying. Additionally, one of the strengths of taking a credit-bearing course is it allows for students to test their language skills. It allows for students to be in an academic setting that is taught in English, if the course is taught at a US institution, that allows them to test their English. Many students whose English is not their first language are required to submit and provide proof of their English language proficiency. And by taking a college course, it allows for the institution by which students applying to see and have an indication of where their scores might land. It also allows for us to provide some insights into what that student's strengths are from an English language proficiency standpoint. It's really important to take courses that students have an interest in pursuing. We read the applications for US colleges. When we read an application, our goal is to get to understand that student. Our goal is to create a profile of that student that allows us to support their admission. We want to know what students are interested in. We want to know where students' strengths are. And by taking courses that bear credit, it allows us to see and understand further what areas students have a really keen and unique interest in. Last fall, Juniata offered a handful of accelerated courses, some in business, some in the sciences, and they were really well received by a number of students. Our students here, our domestic students, have the ability to be involved in some of those courses. It allows you to earn credit. And so one of the really, benefits to taking a course that bears credit prior to enrolling in college is it really allows for each student to have a bit more flexibility in their course scheduling. In order for students to graduate from college, they need a certain threshold of college credits. And once they receive that threshold of college credits, they're able and eligible to graduate with their degree in hand. By taking courses that bear credit prior to joining a US institution, students at that point really can see the benefit by having increased flexibility. I'll give you an example. Students here at Juniata College on average take between 12 to 15 credit hours per semester. Some students are taking 16 or 17, but on average, somewhere between 12 to 15, 15 being kind of where most students will fall. If, for example, a student took a college-bearing credit course as a grade 12 student and they earned 3 credits, that student would be able to enroll at Juniata College and perhaps only take in that first semester here on campus, maybe only take 12 credits, which allows them to ease their transition. Additionally, students could still take those 15 credit hours in that first semester, and then perhaps they're a student athlete and they want to take fewer courses in the term where they are enrolled in their athletic program. It also then allows for students to take courses that might fall outside of their academic focal area. Students who may have an interest in computer science, or an interest in business, or an interest in fine arts. but they really want to pursue a degree in chemistry, but they really love physics. Taking college credits before they enter college allows them to take courses that they really have a genuine interest in. And while they are aligned and will support their college degree in the liberal arts nature, it allows for a student who has an interest in computer science to take a pottery course, right? Because they have a little bit more flexibility in what they're able to take while they're enrolled as students. A number of colleges will offer college-bearing courses that span from the hard sciences, the natural sciences, the fine arts, the humanities, and it really does allow for each of those students to uniquely pursue their interests. And so that's kind of a general background of credit-bearing courses that are somewhat unique to Juniata College, but also kind of applied across the board here at U.S. colleges. I would encourage those who are here joining, if you have questions, please pop them in the Q&A feature, and I'll do my best to kind of answer some of those questions throughout the time that we're speaking. And talking a little bit about questions, there are a few in the chat right now.
Yeah.
And so one question is, in what grade should students start to take courses at Juniata College? The one who's asking is in grade 9 right now, and then asking, do all of these courses offer credit? I would recommend students start to consider taking credit-bearing courses in grade 10. It allows students to go through grade 9 and get acclimated to the rigors of advanced courses, and then they can think a bit more critically about what areas they want to focus on while they're in grade 10. You can take one class in grade 10, another class in grade 11, and then another in grade 12. And by that point, you've had 3 college courses. And so that's my recommendation. It also allows you as a student to understand where you see your strengths lying. And then asking again, do all of the courses offer credits? It is dependent upon the nature of the course. In most cases, yes. All of our courses that we would offer to students in the Next Genius program would offer credit. And what would vary is the amount of credit. Some courses might offer 1 credit, some courses might offer 2 or 3 or 4. And what we do is through the syllabus, we will kind of identify what those credits are for those courses. Next question. So if a senior who is going to apply to a university isn't sure about what course to pursue, will constant changes between courses be encouraged? Can they experiment first? That's a wonderful question. I would say students should take the opportunity when enrolled at university to explore their interests. Students tend to have multiple interests or multiple areas where they find some success. And so I would say for us here at Juniata College, students can enroll in what's called an exploratory program or undecided at other institutions. And that allows students to take a wide variety of courses that kind of touch on their interest before kind of declaring what their degree will be and then pursuing that towards graduation. So I would encourage all students, whether it be at a Juniata College or somewhere else, to take some time and really understand the level of coursework that they're interested in, as well as degree programs.
I do have a question here, Reggie. Apart from the college credit courses, are there any other opportunities that students have to gain college credit? Like we know about AP courses or IB courses. Do colleges grant credits for those as well?
Yeah, so that's a really great question. So colleges do grant credit for AP courses. They do grant credit for international baccalaureate courses. I saw a question in regards to Cambridge exams. It really is going to be dependent upon that institution. So Juniata College, we grant credit for advanced placement courses. We grant credit for international baccalaureate courses. And so it really allows for a student to showcase their strengths and their talents academically prior to enrolling in college. It also allows them to not required to then take college courses to still earn credit. So you can still earn credit outside of taking college courses at Juniata College.
Fantastic. There's another question. A student wants to know whether these courses, whether the credit is applicable or only at Juniata or any college in the US.
Yeah, it's a really great question. So we have designed our courses that they will, of course, be accepted at Juniata College, and then will, in most cases, be accepted at every other US school in the United States. Most schools, depending upon their structure and their academic program, have the ability to determine if they will accept college credits from another institution. We have designed our program with that intention that allows for the most flexibility for a student to take a college course at Juniata College and then perhaps take it to another institution.
All right, fantastic. Now, a student is asking, what are the difference between AP credits and Juniata College credits? I'm not sure if there are any differences, but I would let you know.
Yeah, so the main difference is an AP course of an advanced placement credit allows students to take those courses while they're enrolled in high school as part of their high school program. A Juniata College credit would be a course that is taught by Juniata College that awards credit. So that's the main difference. They still have the ability to earn college credit. It's just in the manner in which they would earn those credits.
Fantastic. What kind of courses should we pursue that will provide us extra credits? So, I think.
Yeah, it's a really great question. I want to say it really is going to be a personal decision as to what courses a student wants to pursue. We would offer any Juniata course that's offered for credit will earn those students credit here on campus, whether it be a course in psychology, a course in business, a course in chemistry or biology. Those would all earn students credit here at Juniata College.
Students are wondering where they can find more information about the credit-bearing courses. And one of the students is in his senior year and is looking for some short courses.
Yeah, it's a really great question, and thank you for asking. We are in the final stages of providing our fall courses. I actually just on email earlier today with folks on campus and the faculty who will be teaching an Introduction to Business course this fall. They're looking at timing, and I think they're going to try to place it between October and November of this fall. And so here shortly, once it's all confirmed, I will be sharing information with the Next Units program to be able to share that with students.
And what would be the general duration of these courses? How many weeks or something?
Yeah, so in general, we try to keep them to 4 to 6 weeks. Some courses, depending upon the nature and the structure of the course, might be able to be offered shorter. Some may need to be offered in longer durations. But that is the general consensus, is we've taken a 15-week traditional course and kind of cut it in half. And so some of them will be somewhere in that 5 to maybe 6 or 8 week program. And what will happen is, as we announce those courses, you'll be able to know in advance what they are going to run, how long, what the meeting times will be, who the professor is. We'll also have an attached syllabus to each of those courses that we offer.
Okay, thanks for that information. Are these courses specifically for IB students or IGCSE students, or can national curriculum students like CBSE or ICSE students, can they also take it?
Yeah, so these courses are offered for everyone. Our goal is to increase the college-bound student population and encourage students to continue to seek further education. So we offer these courses to all of those students who have an interest in taking them.
Fantastic. There is a 9th grade student, and he's asking a very interesting question. My he wants to know whether he should work on getting college credit or work on getting life experiences.
Yeah, so I think it's finding the right balance, right? I think whatever makes the most sense for the student, for you in particular, that's what we want to see. I know that getting into college might seem scary or daunting, and students might feel they have to perform, if you will, for the college. We want to know what is most important to you. If a student really values that life experience, pursue that. If a student really values earning college credit, pursue that. Let us know what those things are that are really of importance to you as the student, and let us kind of work with you through that program.
Fantastic. So I do have a few questions which are on how to apply and where can they find more information. Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully here soon in the next week or so, we'll have a lot more information about the fall course. And then we're still developing the course for the spring. And once we have it all completed, it will be on the Juniata College website. It will also then be shared with the Next Genius program. And Mitchell will also be able to have that information directly to share with students, families, college counselors about those opportunities.
Fantastic. We're almost coming towards the end of the session, Reggie, but we would really like if you could share a little bit about Juniata College as well in a few minutes.
Yeah, so one of the really unique things about Juniata College is our approach to academics. We encourage academic creativity. Our students, in most cases, will design their degree program. So ours are called a POE, so a program of emphasis. And so it really focuses on the creativity, the nature by which students come to learning and education. About 30% of all of our graduates will design their own degree program. They don't do it alone, of course. Our students work with 2 academic advisors to help shape and craft and design a degree that is meaningful to that student. Students will have the ability to explore research, study abroad, study away, long-term programs, short-term programs, internships, service learning, and so many more opportunities that will contribute and enhance to the success of students upon graduation. Because we have students who are primarily in their first-time college-bound students, we have a lot of direct mentoring, hands-on learning, the ability for students to be in labs with faculty members doing research. 97% of our graduates directly connect their time on campus to either their graduate school success or their full-time jobs when they've graduated from Juniata College. So those are some of really the unique pieces of Juniata College. The academic freedom, the academic pursuit of knowledge, and the support we have built into all of our degree programs from our faculty, staff on campus.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Reggie, for sharing all that information. Before we close this session, let me just share a couple of resources for all the students that we have. And then I'll get back to Reggie and ask him what is a piece of advice that he wants to share with all these high school students out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think, let me think on that a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So to all the students, once again, I just want to show you the 3 most fantastic resources that are available at Next Genius. We have the Next Genius Webinars YouTube channel, where we post videos related to admissions, colleges, counseling, and the link for that is just going to be shared in the chat box. So just check out our channel and watch some of the videos. We have some really interesting content which will help you in your college journey. So if you have not already seen it, here is the channel, and I encourage you to check it out. The second useful resource that we have is our Instagram account. Again, on our Instagram, you'll see lots of interesting details, there is an opportunity for you to ask us questions, and we'll have a career counselor share response to your queries through a video. And finally, of course, the Next Genius webinars website, we have 2 more events coming up. One event is called the Research Symposium, which is happening next week, where all of you who are interested in research can join and learn more about research. And we do have 2 professors coming in from Juniata College as well, who will share their research with us in this session. And then, of course, the Study Medicine Abroad Fair for all of you who are interested in studying medicine. So I invite all of you to share, to come and join these events and learn more and sort of benefit from them in your college journey. With that, I'm back to you, Reggie, and we're looking forward to hearing if you have any advice that you'd like to share with the high school students.
I thanks for the time to think about that. I think what I would share with students is 2 pieces. One, be yourself, be authentic to you, right? And tell your story, right? So it's kind of one thing and 2 pieces in one is be true to yourself and be authentic. And then enjoy this process, right? Enjoy the process of learning about colleges, enjoy the process of engaging with current students within those colleges you're looking at. Take the time to do some research and engage. But I would say really be true to yourself and be authentic.
Superb, fantastic. Thank you so much, Reggie, for taking time out.
Thank you so much.
Sharing all that information. It was a pleasure having you here today and listening about credit-bearing courses. I'm sure a lot of these students would be interested in the programs that are being offered, and they'll get in touch with you and Mithul in the coming weeks.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Bye.